So what's happening?
I've been working on this.
Okay.
Working on a bunch of songs. One of them before, well...
We can go anywhere you want.
Okay.
Like usual.
I want to get to there.
Actually, that's a great idea. You know what? First we should have your agenda, before we get started.
And then you can decide what you want to teach me?
Right, well, just so we got a lot of time for the 17 different things you probably want to do, So,
yeah, a lot of things.
So,
yeah.
what's kind of on your mind?
Well, what I do is I got a pile of music and I go through it and that one's pretty cool. I remember how to do that. And every time I do it, it seems like I get a little bit more in that one, hello in there.
Mm-hmm.
The singing gets a little better. I understand the phrasing a little bit better. So there's this process by revisiting a lot.
Yeah.
That this stuff improves rather than lose everything.
Sure.
Yeah. I had to go back. So one thing I remember, I don't know if you have this on your website because I haven't checked it, but in the Boxer, the beginning, and it was really a more sophisticated intro. There's like that 2-measure intro. They go do 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 do. Yeah, that's really pretty.
Yeah. Did we ever work on that?
Yeah, we did, and I think it was.
It'd be really easy to resurrect that. We could probably do that in 5 minutes. If you want.
Yeah, I do.
Because let's do that. But the picking like during the singing is kind of generic. Yeah, like that's it. That's all you got to do, and then you have to have some of those passing bass notes. Except that's too fast. I can't even sing the song that fast. Wait. So slow it down a little bit and let's sing it.
Isn't that how fast he goes?
I don't think so.
I'm just
like do again how fast you're going. Let's see. That's a little slower. That's sounding good to me. Now you're racing away with it.
I tried to speed it up.
Okay,
speed it up.
Yeah. No, I like that first. Yeah, that's a little more relaxed. I'm just a poor boy, though my story's seldom told. I've squandered my resistance for a pocket full of mumbles, such are promises. All lies and jest, still a man hears what he wants to hear and disregards the rest. And what happens is there's a couple measures of G.
Yeah, I don't remember the chords.
And it doesn't matter. Oh, what do you mean? You just play through it.
No, but I don't remember the whole song, the chords.
Okay.
And there's a few parts in there. I have it at home, but it's not in my head yet.
So I think it'd be better actually to tackle this kind of without looking at it, just by ear.
Yeah.
And let's piece it back together.
That's what I do.
Okay. So when I was first kind of dissecting this song, obviously lots of years ago, I was fascinated by a couple things. One is there are some variations from verse to verse. Some of them have like an extra line. And
16 pages long in the songbook or something.
Luckily, I never looked at it. I hate stuff like that. It's because it can really be reduced to.
I always get frustrated with this song. I try to do it. I go, damn it, that's not the right chord, and I try to find the chord. So in a way, that's good.
Yeah.
Because now, how do I find the chord? Well, I couldn't sing before very well, and it's still the singing in this song is marginal.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're singing in tune and you hit the wrong chord, it's terrible. It clashes.
Yeah.
When you hit the right chord, that must be the chord.
Yeah.
That's what seems to happen now in some songs.
Yeah. Yeah. That's really great, though.
Is it? Yeah. Okay.
Because that's what you want to be happening is for you to be able to hear that
that chord doesn't work.
Yeah, that chord doesn't work, and don't play it again. Find the other. Find another one.
Sometimes I search for a chord. I'm going. I know because there's a. Goes here, going home. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
That's another part.
Okay.
Bleeding me, going home or something.
Yeah.
There's that part.
So that's the fourth verse, and it's different than all the others.
Yeah.
So the way I kind of organize this song in my head is there's the basic verse that four of which that are all start off the same way.
With the C? It's in the C. Okay.
Yeah, and even the first few measures are all the same. And except for that fourth verse, the New York City verse, or the Winter Clothes verse. So the Winter Clothes verse is different. Okay, it still starts off the same though. Wishing I was gone, going home, where the New York City winters aren't leading me. That's when it changes. The New York City line is kind of like the clue that something different's about to happen. Right.
So it goes from here, because it's this note.
Yeah.
Isn't that how
I think so.
I think so too.
We'll get back to that. We'll get to there. Okay,
that's different. That's definitely different.
Right. So because
and then I'm lost. The next chord I was trying to find this morning without looking.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll find it. There's a couple of hints here. The first hint is, what key is this in?
C.
Every chord I mean, every chord is in the key of C. It never plays a chord not in the key of C. So we have a limited number of chords in this song.
Really?
Yeah.
There's a D minor in here?
Every chord in the song is in the key of C. It doesn't use every chord in the key of C.
Oh, okay.
But that was a great observation.
Yeah.
Okay?
Well, I know that, yeah. Okay. So there's no unusual chord. It steps out of it.
Right. I'm pretty sure. I might have spoken too soon, but
I think,
no. G7 is good.
No,
right?
I think you're.
Yeah,
that's what I thought too.
The chord that is crossing my head that could be in the song. I don't think it is though. As we play through it, I don't think there's any D's and only D majors. See, D major would not be in the key, but I don't think.
I don't play D major.
See, I think there's only 5 chords in the key. I mean, 5 chords in the song.
Even this is a C.
Yeah. So even when we get to the instrumental part.
Well, then there's this one, F sharp minor. No. This is
No.
This is E, F sharp minor, G minor.
Yeah, that doesn't happen.
Okay, remember? And he goes.
That's what you're thinking of.
Well, I'm not here. I'm here.
Right. What is it?
Oh, it's just this is A minor.
Yeah. This instrumental part is just the chords to a verse. But we play them in a few different places to work in the melody.
Yeah, I have to play it to hit it right.
Yeah.
I think about it. I'm where I am.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's okay. So you're out of context a little bit there, looking, and
A minor. That's what that is. Okay.
Okay. So the and we might have to listen to this to get it all pieced together just one time, just to and we would do that rather than like print up the page. Is what we're kind of getting at here. Is
yeah, it'd be nice. I mean, there's a number of songs that I don't have. I don't even know where the music is.
Yeah.
I mean, it's in a pile somewhere, but I don't refer to it anymore.
Good.
Yeah.
Kinda.
Finally, I'm thinking. Yeah.
Now, so with classical gas and stuff like that, I'm glad that's not in a pile somewhere. I'm glad it's like, front and center, because a lot of it still needs to be really looked at.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So getting back to the way I kind of see this, the organization of the verses in this song. We've got the little intro. We'll worry about that later. Something like that. Okay, we'll come back to that.
Oh, I like that.
Okay.
That's pretty.
And now that would be worth looking at, like written down in tab or something too.
Yeah.
But we also we'll run through that kind of by ear, maybe. We'll see how it goes. But what I wanted to get at was that the verse, like we just picked through the first verse, and you were all over it, as far as where like every change had to happen and stuff like that. There's a couple of spots where if you're playing this by yourself, if you put in an extra measure before you go into the next verse or the next line,
no big deal.
No big deal. Like so we got here. I am just a poor boy, though my. Now you can hear right here that this is where we've got to walk the bass down to A minor. Stories seldom told, I have squandered my resistance. For a pocket full of mumbles, such are promises. This is where you could have right now.
Yeah.
So like it could go like this: pocket full of mumbles, such are promises. All lies and just
Right away.
still. Okay, now that was too early according to the way the record went, but no problem as long as you coordinate that descending bass line with those words. Such are promises. All lies and just. Whenever I want to go. Like, see right there I put in 4 measures.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay?
I
And the
understand
first time
that.
I only put in 1.
Yeah.
And so when I want to like organize that song to teach a student or even to make a video of, that's when I have to go back and listen to Paul and see what did he really do there. That's like a little variable spot.
Rather than square it up?
Well, he does 3 there. I mean, he does 2 and then the walk down. Full of mumbles, such are promises. All lies and just. Okay, so there are 2 measures of C before he goes into before he sings the next line, and the next line includes the walking bass, the moving bass.
You start singing all lies and jest, and that's in the walking basis.
Yeah.
That's happening then. Okay, right.
Yeah. Lies. So you have 1 word clue. Like so, when we did this together a second ago. All lies and you weren't ready to do that when I did it.
I was doing another.
You were going to wait like 1 more measure probably or something.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yes.
And which would have been fine.
Yeah.
Okay. But again, I know that as I worked that song out, and I wanted to be really accurate to explain it to somebody, I had to make a little note that there's 2 measures, and then he walks it down. So it's like I file that away in the song notes in my head, let's say.
Neil's huge memory bank of music. Yeah.
Well, and that's what makes this song way more complicated than Teach Your Children, which is just the exact same thing over and over and over, and finally it gets to, don't you ever ask them why? If they told you you would cry, just look at them and sigh. That's all you got to remember, is that you've got this simple 4
I didn't
chord.
think that was that easy of a song. 'Cause I think
The chord progression I'm talking about here.
You taught me that at the very beginning, like 30-something years ago.
Okay.
And it was okay until that part where they do
Where you had to play a B minor in there or something,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. Now that would have been because B minor was probably hard at the time. Like that was probably like early bar chords.
The timing's easy though? The timing's pretty straightforward?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And the other thing that makes that difficult when I teach that to a beginner, the reason I'm teaching it to him is to get used to this. And that's difficult.
Yeah.
So that's funny because you have this then concept that Teach Your Children is a difficult song because when we tackled
section,
it was beyond your abilities, you know?
Yeah.
And if we looked at it now, you'd shake your head in disbelief that you ever thought it was hard, you know?
I can hear it in my head now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, so that's what I mean. The Boxer is 10 times more complicated than Teach Your Children in terms of variety of things going on, complexity of the chord progression in general. Like when it changes, it's not just a 4 measure. Teach Your Children is the same block of 4 chords over and over and over until like one little twist.
You know, you get this immediately when you hear a song. You see the structure behind it right away.
I'm fascinated by it, which is why. I mean, by any time I hear a song, if it does something outside of the ordinary, it's like I perk up. It's like, you know,
Right.
you got my attention.
And I have a really hard time, even now after all these years, except for the songs I know well. It's like, what are they doing? What key is it in?
Yeah.
Where are the chords changing? I kind of can start hearing chord changes now, but I'm not always right.
That's okay.
And
because
this is like, some people have a flair for sports or math or music.
Yeah.
You know, and it makes sense to them. The
Right.
universe makes sense through that thing that they're studying.
Yeah.
And
Cooking.
Yeah.
Same kind of thing. People,
Yeah.
you know, the pizza guy.
Yeah, right. And other people.
He's in harmony with the universe along those lines.
Yeah, right. I really think that. It's kind of cool when you find something that really makes you feel like you belong here. Like you fit here.
Yeah.
You know, and everything makes sense from that perspective.
Yeah.
But music's always been something I've really been fascinated by. But I've never... my timing's gotten better because of dancing.
Yeah.
But and playing and lessons. Without your lessons, my timing would be just atrocious.
Well, we definitely harped on it, or
Yeah.
you know, worked on it a lot
Yeah.
over the years. That's for sure.
But you know,
you got it all. I
But
mean,
straight time seems okay now. The
Okay.
regular, you know, the normal 4 beats to a measure, and I can. And if it's rock and roll, I can hear it.
Yeah.
But stuff like Doc's guitar and classical gas with a syncopation,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like, oh man, I got to really figure it out. But when I do figure it out, it's much more interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the more that you do, the more you now have more like tools in your toolbox.
Yeah.
The next time you hear something similar.
Yeah.
So
that's right.
So. For